Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Cole's Farm. It is Sunday, May 16th, right around 10 o'clock in the morning. The WeatherBug app has the temperature at 65 degrees and 52% humidity, and our backyard weather station is saying 71 degrees and 43% humidity. So I think it's pretty fair to say it is in the upper 60s and the humidity is around maybe 50%. And I believe that because it feels absolutely fantastic out here. All right, so keeping with the previous week's bi-weekly inspection, this will be the introduction video. And as you can see, hopefully you can see that, the bee yard is getting rather full. And there's some pretty nice flight activity going on. So the bees are definitely out foraging. Try and do a quick recap based off memory. Hive number one, the very first hive, I look forward to seeing more brood this week, or more capped brood. The last inspection 2 weeks ago, a ton of pupated larvae, which should definitely be capped by now. Hive number 6 has a super on, so we'll be checking the progress with the super to see how much nectar they've collected and or cured it to honey. The third hive, let's see, which one is that? That's the, not Maysville, that's the backyard swarm. So the hive in the third position, probably can't really see it that well because it's a single deep. I captured that during the last inspection. That's a pretty cool video to watch. That was the second swarm this year that we've caught in the backyard. And I just so happened to witness, I believe, hive number 6 swarming during the last inspection. Found them, captured them, and then moved them over later that day, if not the next day. Can't really remember. So I'm definitely curious to see how the third colony, which is, I believe that is hive 7 or 8, how they're doing. Hive number 2, the other colony down there with a super on. Obviously we're going to check to see how much honey they are storing. The last box on that side of the yard, which is hard to tell now, the single deep with the migratory cover, that is the, which one is that? That's another swarm we caught. And then we got number 3 on this side with the super. That's the Maysville swarm. They are blowing up. The nuke box, the double stacked nuke box, that's a split that I made a while back. We have the Bear Trail with the vertical white stripes. We have the Bear Trail swarm. They were doing fantastic. Hive number 4 was an overwintered hive. You can see they have a super on. And then hive number 5, they are queen right. Couldn't find the queen last time, but very, very slow going, which is why they're still in a nuke box. And I have not shown this before, but this is something that I like to see, is a lot less equipment over here. So I have one more single deep for this location, which I would like to get number 5 in. And then I would like to start stacking the supers, not necessarily for a honey harvest because it takes the bees a lot of work and the conditions have to be extremely well to draw out a full super. Wax, fill it with honey, cure it, or fill it with nectar and then cure it. But I would like to get a super or a medium box on all the hives. So what I did this past winter, they can do for the rest of the season going into next season, which is add a box with new foundation, give them the rest of the year leading up to winter to draw it out, feed them heavy. They can cure that into honey, funny honey, which is sugar water, but it's a good food source for them over the winter. And then going into next spring, they already have a medium box on that's all drawn out, and as soon as the honey flow kicks on, they have the space to start storing nectar, which is exactly what some of the hives did this year. And I don't remember where I got that idea from, where I read it or somebody's video I watched, but absolutely fantastic idea on the concept of always thinking a season ahead. All right, so that's enough of me yapping. I'm gonna get set up, and then we're just going to start down at hive number 1 and roll through them. But yeah, it is a beautiful day. Definitely need to do some trimming back here, the bushes and some of the weeds and everything, but nice activity on all the hives. So yeah, hey, thanks for watching everybody. Cole's Farm here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. We're on Instagram and Facebook if you type in Coles Farm NC, or you can use any of the hyperlinks on the YouTube homepage in the top right of the banner. And that does it for this bi-weekly introduction. Check out all the following videos to see how the hives are doing this time around. It is absolutely fantastic. It is nice and quiet. There's some birds chirping and singing in the background, but the weather right now is just beautiful. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, there's some activity, as y'all saw, on the swarm traps. I think they're just kind of scout bees checking things out, but I was surprised to see that. At the same time, I'm also hoping swarm season has kind of calmed down, because unexpected swarms moving into the traps just creates a lot of extra work. It's a good thing, of course, because you can definitely expand your bee yard rather quickly, and swarms are typically very strong and draw out new foundation very fast and get a colony in a 10 frame up and running, as you've seen in previous videos from the swarms I've removed in the local area. But it is nice to see the bees might be settling down and swarm season's coming to an end.